अथ श्रीमद्भगवद् गीता सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्तो ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्.
Meaning, Sanjay reported that upon hearing Arjuna's words, Lord Krishna, O descendant of Bharata, skillfully positioned their chariot in the midst of the armies of both sides. Summary. This verse refers to Arjuna as Gudakesha, which means one who conquers sleep or ignorance. Arjuna was able to conquer both due to his friendship with Krishna. Being a devout follower of Krishna, Arjuna constantly thought of Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes, even in his sleep. This state of mind, known as Krishna consciousness or Samadhi, enabled him to overcome both sleep and ignorance. As Hrishikesha, the controller of the senses and mind of all living beings, Krishna understood Arjuna's intention in placing the chariot in the midst of the armies, and proceeded to speak to him accordingly.
भीष्म द्रोण प्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महिषिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरूनिति.
Meaning, before Bhishma, Drona, and other prominent figures, Lord Krishna instructed Arjuna to observe the gathered Kurus by saying, "Just behold, Parth, all the Kurus assembled here." Summary. Lord Krishna, being the super soul of all living beings, had the ability to comprehend Arjuna's thoughts. His use of the term Hrishikesha indicated that he had complete knowledge of everything. Additionally, addressing Arjuna as Parth, the son of Kunti or Pritha, emphasized their familial relationship. As a friend, Krishna wanted to remind Arjuna that he had agreed to be his charioteer due to their family ties. When Krishna asked Arjuna to observe the Kurus, he did not expect him to abandon the fight. Such thoughts were never anticipated from the son of his aunt Pritha, and Krishna playfully predicted Arjuna's mind.
तत्र पश्यत् स्थितान् पार्थः पितृरथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन् पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि.
Meaning, in the midst of the armies on both sides, Arjuna was able to see his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, fathers-in-law, and well-wishers. Summary. While on the battlefield, Arjuna had the opportunity to witness various types of relatives, including his father's contemporaries such as Bhurishrava, his grandfathers Bhishma and Somdatta, teachers like Dronacharya and Kripacharya, maternal uncles like Shalya and Shakuni, brothers like Duryodhan, sons like Lakshmana, friends like Ashwathama, and well-wishers like Kratvarma. Additionally, he could see the armies that included many of his friends.
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः सर्वान् बन्धूनः स्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्.
Meaning, upon seeing all these different kinds of friends and relatives, Arjuna, the son of Kunti, was filled with compassion and spoke the following words.
Arjuna uvacha दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितं सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि मुखं च परिशुष्यति.
Meaning, in a state of distress, Arjuna addressed Krishna, expressing that upon seeing his friends and relatives prepare to fight, his body was trembling and his mouth was parched. Summary. A person who has true devotion to the Lord possesses all the good qualities of godly and demigodly persons, while a non-devotee, no matter how educated or cultured, lacks these qualities. Arjuna, upon seeing his kinsmen, friends, and relatives ready to fight, was immediately filled with compassion for them. He was sympathetic towards his own soldiers from the beginning, but he also felt compassion for the soldiers on the opposite side, knowing they would soon face death. As he contemplated this, his body trembled, and his mouth became dry. He was amazed to see their fighting spirit, especially since practically the entire community, including his blood relatives, had come to fight against him. This overwhelmed the kind-hearted Arjuna, who was a devoted follower of the Lord.
वेपथुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डीवं स्रंसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते.
Meaning, my entire physique is quivering, my hair is standing on end, I am unable to hold my bow Gandiva firmly, and my skin is scorching. Summary. The signs exhibited by Arjuna indicate that he is experiencing material fear, specifically the fear of losing his life. This is supported by other symptoms, such as his impatience causing him to lose his grip on his renowned bow Gandiva, and the burning sensation on his skin caused by his agitated state. All of these are a result of his attachment to material existence.
न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव.
Meaning, O Krishna, the killer of the Kasi demon, I can no longer stand here. My mind is reeling, and I am forgetting myself. All I can see are the reasons for misfortune. Summary. Arjuna's impatience caused him to lose his composure, and he became forgetful of himself due to his weak state of mind. This kind of behavior is a result of excessive attachment to material things, which leads to a bewildering existence. Arjuna could only envision defeat on the battlefield and realize that even a victory over his enemies would not bring him happiness. The words nimittani viparitani are significant, as they suggest that when a person only sees frustration in their expectations, they start to question their purpose. Everyone is naturally concerned about their own welfare and often ignores their connection to the Supreme Self. Arjuna was showing ignorance of his true self-interest by not following Krishna's will. In reality, one's true self-interest lies in Vishnu or Krishna, but the conditioned soul forgets this and thus suffers material pains. Arjuna believed that his victory in battle would only lead to regret.
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च.
Meaning, Arjuna expressed his doubt that there could be any positive outcome from killing his own relatives in the battle. He further stated that he did not desire victory, kingdom or happiness if it required him to engage in such an act. Summary. The conditioned souls are attracted to bodily relationships and hope to find happiness in them, without realizing that their true self-interest lies in serving Vishnu or Krishna. They become so blinded by their bodily conceptions of life that they forget even the causes of material happiness. Arjuna, in this state of mind, seems to have forgotten his duty as a Kshatriya and the moral codes that come with it. According to the scriptures, two kinds of men are eligible to enter the sun globe: the Kshatriya who dies in battle under Krishna's personal orders, and the person in the renounced order of life who is fully devoted to spiritual culture. However, Arjuna is reluctant to fight even his enemies, let alone his relatives. He believes that killing his kinsmen will bring him no happiness, and therefore decides to live a secluded life in the forest. But as a Kshatriya, he needs a kingdom to support himself, and without one, he cannot engage in any other occupation. His only opportunity to gain a kingdom is to fight his cousins and brothers and reclaim the kingdom inherited from his father, which he is unwilling to do. Hence, he sees his only option as living a life of frustration in the forest.
किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगाः सुखानि च त इमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च आचार्याः पितरः पुत्रास्तथैव च पितामहाः मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा एतान् न हन्तुमिच्छामि घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतोः किं नु मही कृते निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्नः का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन.
Meaning, Krishna, what is the use of having a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself when all those for whom we desire these things are now present on this battlefield? When my teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, uncles, fathers-in-law, grandsons, brothers-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and possessions and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might kill me? O sustainer of all living entities, I am not willing to fight with them, not even for the rule over the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will be gained from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Summary. Arjuna's reluctance to fight stems from his deep compassion for his community and family members, as he cannot bear the thought of losing them in the battle. He fears that even if he emerges victorious, he will have no one to share his opulence with. This concern is typical of a materialistic outlook on life, where one desires to display their wealth and status to others. However, the outlook of a devotee is different. A true devotee wishes to serve the Lord and can accept opulence only if it is used in the Lord's service. Arjuna, being a natural devotee of the Lord, did not wish to harm his relatives and, if needed, wanted Krishna to do it personally. What he did not know at the time was that Krishna had already killed them. As a devotee, Arjuna did not desire to retaliate against his wrongdoer cousins and brothers, but the Lord's plan was to kill them. While the Lord can forgive someone on his own accord, he will not tolerate any harm done to his devotees. Therefore, the Lord was determined to punish the miscreants, even though Arjuna wanted to pardon them.